Please, for the final remarks. Take a seat. I am indeed grateful that God has allowed me to see the day that I can give respect to the most important people in the world, people that are the lights of our avenues and our broadways. Without teachers in our lives, there would be no light in the community. There's two people in the community that keep the society civilized, and the first person that does that is the teacher. Some people would say, no, Mr. Freeman, that's the preacher. But I'll tell you something, the preacher had to go through the teacher to know how to even be a preacher. We know there's a lot of things going on. My mom and dad, when I was going to school, there's one thing that I could not do. I could not disrespect the teacher. Lord have mercy, I don't want nobody to call my mom and daddy and tell them that I did some hell raising with a teacher. I remember getting down on my knees to Miss Marshall one day. And Miss Marshall said, boy, didn't I tell you not to be running around in this classroom pulling those girls' hair? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, I'm going to call your mama. I'm going to call Bunny D. But Lord have mercy. I wish she'd have sent me down to the prison, to the principal's office and let him take out his pallet and do what he do. Then for her to call my mother. So I got down on my knees. I said, please, Miss Marshall, don't call my mama, please. And she felt my pain because she didn't call my mother, but she said, if you act up again now, I'm going to call your mother. You all know that's all I had to hear. Teachers are the golden apples of our lives. Teachers are not treated fairly, and if I had my way, every teacher's job would start at $100,000. This monthly thing. The teacher is the counselor, she's the nurse. She's the one that makes a child know that they have a friend. Some teachers are mothers and some teachers are fathers. And they never get the appreciation that they should get. Just a few days ago, I was with Senator Maria Sachs and Representative Laura Berman down in Delray. And I heard the voice of a teacher complaining about how disrespectful the state of Florida, mainly that kooky-wooky judge of a governor we have up there in Tallahassee. I don't mean to be a guy that disrespect anybody, but when somebody's not due respect, I don't give it. And when somebody don't respect teachers, they're not respectable. I must give praise and thanks to my committee that got together with me and found a word to do this, because you know, anytime you're doing anything, you can't do anything by yourself. This committee toiled very hard, and we met, and we ironed out all the kinks for this day that you see today. So I want to thank every one of my committee members, and will you please stand up and to receive a round of applause from our audience, the committee members. Please stand up. Whenever you're doing something like this, you can't do it without money. You know, you have to have money to pay for awards, programs, and pay for this place here and all of that. And I have a lot of donors here. I know that some of them talked about, and so for the sake of time, I would ask each and every one of my donors that contribute to this fabulous day today, please stand up for your recognition. Please. Now, the award ceremony is not over. You know, I have the founder remarks, and I do the founder thing about this, and being the founder of this wonderful day today for teachers, the Polished Apple Awards, I would like for my chairwoman to come forward, Miss Aula Mosley. And I would like Mr. Oaks, Mr. Ward, if you have, please bring it up, please. Miss Aula Mosley was the chair of this wonderful event. And I appreciate everything that she did to keep us in line and make this happen today. Congratulations, Madam Chair. Whenever you're doing something like this, I wish I had an award for every one of these people. But there's a very special person sitting on our stage today who has always joined with me to do something great for the teachers, great for the students, great for our community when it comes to education. She is serving as our supervisor of election, Ms. Susan Booker. Ms. Susan Booker, would you please join me up here, please? And when you have someone as magnificent as Senator Maria Sachs, Senator Maria Sachs has a commission called the Blue Ribbon Commission on Education. She's a fabulous friend of mine. She's a good servant for the state. And I'm deeply honored that she put us in her schedule today to come out to be our keynote speaker. So she received our 2011 Polished Apple Award as well, Senator Maria Sachs. There's another very important person. This person is an attorney that loves doing the job that she does to protect the least of God's children. People with money can always get a lawyer to buy their way out of things or to buy their way into things. We know that. But there's people that don't have money. And this lawyer worked tireless to make sure that they have equal justice under the law. And more importantly, anytime I have scholarships that I'm giving money to children, when Dorothy McKinnon, the principal of Dot Success Academy, and I need money for our children, we can always knock on her door, and she's always willing to help a child in any way she can, or any person that needs a helping hand. I give to you Attorney Arlene Joseph, who will be receiving our 2011 award as well. Okay. We have a representative with us today, Ms. Laura Berman, who followed the same, if I said the same words I said about Attorney Arlene Joseph, this representative represents those same precious words. She's helped me tremendously to put young children in school who's made A's in our program, who has displayed this great conduct in school. Every time I needed a dime or a quarter or $500, this woman would reach into her checkbook and make sure that that child received what they needed to receive to give them an award for their accomplishments. I give to you now our State Representative, Laura Berman. Last but not least, a gentleman whom I had the privilege to work with out in the Glazer area. He's here today representing the Sheriff's Department. He's Captain Silver, who moved down in Lake Worth and took over that area. And when Captain Silver became the commander in that particular area, civilized things started happening in the police department and in the Sheriff's Department. I'm proud to represent him today and award him because he, too, loves and looks out for the welfare of children who are poor, those who live out in the glades. He's helped me provide turkeys, scholarship funds,